All right, guys, today we're going over, does silver actually work as a savings account? So my name is Peng. If you're new to the channel, I've been stacking silver for around 17 months. That's all I have under my belt. I have a little over 500 ounces, probably around 550 in the last 17 months. And I've started stacking pretty much as a forced savings account, right? I was paying myself every paycheck. I paid myself before I paid anybody else in the form of the metals, part of it being silver. So does it work for our actual savings account? So I'm in a kind of, I probably wasn't in the same situation that a lot of people were in, but some people might relate. So I pretty much had a 401k and a house. Pretty much that's it. No Bitcoin, no other form of investments like oil, stocks, bonds, none of that. Just the average person right here, right? An average everyday person. I just had the basics, 401k and a house. So for me, it actually did work. Now how did it work for me exactly? So if I was not putting my money into silver, right, I would probably be spending it on a lot of other stuff, to be honest. And that's pretty much the basics of how I believe silver has actually helped me. Because yes, I could say, oh, I probably would have put more money in my house, and that's kind of a forced savings account. You know, you get your money back in the equity, depending on, you know, closing costs, all that kind of stuff right there. Or I could have just kept piling it in the bank. But that's pretty much my exact thing right there. When I put my money in the metals, I figured it would be a little bit more difficult for me to get that money out to use it. So instead of paying myself in the form of a savings account attached to my bank, to where I just move it from my checking to my savings every paycheck, I figured it'll be super easy for me to just move it back and spend it. And of course, years and years of me doing that, I know that that's actually a real thing. So when I started getting into this, it's helped me out extremely, because I've noticed that, you know, for me to sell this, I'll pretty much have to go down to the coin shop. This is before I knew before I knew a lot about like peer-to-peer online selling. When I first started, of course, I was like, yeah, I'll have to take this to a coin shop to sell it. That's kind of my thinking. So it'll be harder for me to sell it. Therefore, I could just put my money into this stuff, stockpile some of this, and then it'll be like a forced savings account. And it has actually pretty much been true for me. Now, the price of silver has went up and down drastically, but what it has not done so far, knock on wood, it has not gone to zero, right? So I have not ate away this piece of silver. Right now it's sitting around, I think around like 60, a little over 60 bucks, $62. But I can definitely imagine over the past 17 months, since I was pretty much only in my 401k and my house, you know, I could pretty much imagine me spending most of that 500 and around 50 ounces that I have of silver, and it would be pretty much at zero, guys. I would pretty much have nothing to show for it. I probably would have ate it all away, and yeah, bought a lot of unnecessary stuff. And yeah, so that's why I think that silver actually works as a savings account. Now, of course, if silver was to go to zero, then it probably wouldn't work, right? But so far, so from what I've seen personally in the past 17 months, it has worked. It has worked for me. I have been able to retain some money that I was spending on a pretty much bi-weekly basis, right? And that's my short answer. Yes, it has worked. I have accumulated, like I said, over 500 ounces, and I am super excited. I know the price of silver fluctuates dramatically, especially this past 6 months, but we still have value there, guys. We still have value. Now, a lot of people, when you're stacking silver, of course, you start knowing some of the lingo, right? Some people say, oh, Payne, you don't really have money until you sell it. You know, once you buy it, you never lost money until you sold it, stuff like that. But, you know, tomato, tomato. I still look at it, you know what I mean? I'm not too much of an OG into the game, but what I do have is some silver. I've been able to pretty much chip away at that silver and retain it as much as I can. A little background of myself. I did change my name. Before it was Payne Stockpiles. And, you know, I was into stockpiling some of the other metals, like copper, you know, nickel, zinc, all that lead. I was into kind of stockpiling that more. So when I actually got into silver and gold, it was, I ain't gonna lie, it was a lot easier for me to start getting into it because I was already stockpiling it. Now the move I made from copper to silver, of course, it wasn't hard for me due to the point I was actually running out of space for the copper. I was kind of running out of space, so I was like, I can't really buy none until I get another house because I got too much copper, because copper takes up a lot of space. So I started buying this stuff, and I was like, silver, it does not take much, it does not take a lot of space. I mean, it still takes a couple ammo cans full, right? Like, that's my saying on my channel, if you're new, is FTAC. That's FTAC. Fill those ammo cans, boy. Yeah, we love to fill those ammo cans. And so it does take a little bit of space. I'm probably around my third ammo can or so. And these are the mini ammo cans. I love them. I love these ammo cans. Mini ammo cans, but it's still not as much as copper. So we're able to accumulate it like this. And check that out, guys. That's just right here. Everything in here is 3 nines silver. 3 9 silver right here. So this ammo can actually weighs 2 pounds. So what I'm able to do here is all my pure silver, I put it into this ammo can. Then when I actually put the whole thing on a scale, I just minus 2 pounds, and then get that pounds of the remaining silver in there, and then I just convert that to troy ounces. If you guys never converted pounds to troy ounces, you could probably use Google, ChatGPT, something like that form. It's pretty easy. They'll translate it for you. So pretty awesome. We got some awesome silver pieces. Look at this. I guarantee you, if I was not using silver as a savings account, then I would not have I probably would not have that money that I put into this. But silver is still worth, like I said, around $62, so we're able to get some value if we were ever to need it. Right now we currently don't. We're still on that stockpiling stage, accumulating stage, and you know, oh, look at that light shining on that shit. Pretty awesome right there. Yeah, just a little quick video I wanted to share with y'all because it actually worked for me personally. Of course, no financial advice. I'm a stockpiler at heart, so I accumulate the stuff, and instead of accumulating straight cash, I did it in the form of silver right here. As you can see, look at that, 3 nines, fine. Love it. If you guys are new to the channel, you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next one. Later.